Official VOD review number 2. This one's a bit of a long one. I'm going to just state this right out the back. It's already going to be a long one. So again, I just asked to be courteous to the people that are getting their VODs reviewed. There's a reason they're asking for help and analysis, so just be nice, essentially, please. Like, thank you. Alright, this one's off Twitch, so it might be a little laggy on your end. But here we go, boys. Alright. Okay, let's go. No, please don't roast people. That's just mean. Constructive criticism, precisely. Apparently this person's also in a squad. I don't know how many people are in their squad, how many are randoms. So just let's keep that in mind. That is not my mouse. I never want you to see my mouse. So automatically I already know. So, okay, so I'm gonna be honest. I don't really like glass on this map. I'm gonna be honest with you. You have ruins, okay, but Coastline's pretty small.
Okay.
So it's, I don't know. Coastline's relatively small and closed quarters. There's not really long hallways to watch with glass, so I automatically wouldn't put that as a pick. Nomad, okay, I understand. There's a lot of runouts. Jackal, okay, cleared, you know, roamers, but even in Coastline, you don't really deep roam anyway. Or if you do, it's not the best because you're always close to. Okay, so there's 2 people in the squad so far, aside from the person I'm reviewing. But alrighty, there's no calls. Going up on ruins as glass is the most normal thing to do, I guess.
Did you get shot from
Yeah,
the guy ran out the porch by the DJ.
Porch by the DJ. Okay, so yeah, Balk. Say criticism. Criticism. Probably from default cam that wasn't taken away.
Hi, welcome to Chili's.
I also think that that person just had Discord is really low, so I don't know. Ooh, okay, good pick already. Bitch indeed. So callout's already an issue. Well, I understand why roof is viable. It's.
Where's he at?
I personally feel like to have a viable glass on roof, you need like at least a coordinated team enough to push people into glass's point of view. But like I said, I personally don't really like glass on this map. If you do, more power to you. It's plays 2 solo. I mean, as a glass, most of the time you are going to be playing relatively solo while you've got 2 people pushing one way, 2 people pushing another into glass's point of view. But
Murdered our teammate.
okay, still no calls from teammates, still no droning, no smokes thrown, no calls made as to what they're watching, where they're pushing, because they all just rotated off hookah balcony all of a sudden, so. Alright. What a pick. Jackal track not being pushed by anybody else. Glass is just going kitchen. With no drone. With no calls? Oh no. Oh no, they're about to plant too with 15 seconds left. Glass is not there to cover with smokes. Or just from the long angle, so that's already an issue.
Plants, please.
Gets killed by his own grenade that wasn't called. Also, the rotation 2 cool vibes wasn't called. So it was kind of a just double negative. Friendly fire does happen. It happens to the best of us. It happens in Copper, it happens in Pro League, it's gonna happen. But the biggest way to like avoid that would be by calling where you're moving and like droning, please. Mainly just where you're moving, where you're throwing a grenade. Could have been avoided. I don't know why this guy went to kitchen. That's just not a viable position with 15 seconds left. Teamwork can absolutely be better. Don't know if there was a defender near Cool Vibe stairs, but Sledge should have been able to see Glaz there and not throw nades at him. Also, very viable. That's a very good point. It's just one of the biggest issues I see, and it's something that I, for the longest time, really struggled with, is droning for each other. Pest should never be in the open. Also true. Yeah, putting a pest just in the middle of the floor is the biggest way for a drone to immediately be like, ah, this isn't it. So if you have a mute, the biggest, or like the best advantage you can have is putting one next to a mute jammer. Because there's always some drone that decides to just go into objective into a mute jammer. Like I've done many times. So no call as to where they're spawning or who they spotted, even though it's already spotted. You've got only mute as a denier of that VIP wall.
Don't worry about that little guy.
So that's already not super great since mute is not really strong in the sense of like, there's already mute jammers in other locations where you need to consolidate two of them to one spot. So no call as to who they got, where they got them from, where Blackbeard
Side door, northwest.
killed Vigil,
Damn it.
or Capital? It might have been Gridlock. I think it's Capital.
Headshot. Capital.
OBJ.
Okay. So, main lobby on first floor is not really a bad thing, as a lot of people do kind of push up those main stairs. I think an early push on there is okay, but as well, I will commend him on as he did rotate back to the site as numbers started to go down. So that's not always an easy thing to do, and it's what a lot of people like roaming really struggle with when it comes to Coastline. And that is just siege timing of just pulling that C4
Shouldn't have hesitated
right
the
as
first time to
someone.
do that.
Yeah, so that's definitely for sure. That's also partially siege timing. You go to throw something and someone just rounds that corner. So I understand.
No, it doesn't have cross-platform.
Yeah, so
Wouldn't be
a lot
fair.
of people, what they'll push for VIP or for penthouse, my bad, is VIP balcony. You have also a main stairs push every once in a while, and then you do have hookah because Coastline is just such a small map that it's pretty much anywhere there's a rotate and there should be a roamer relatively close. You shouldn't be really deep roaming. Like you shouldn't be in blue bar when you're in penthouse. That doesn't really make it, unless there's a call for it, obviously. So they found one bomb, but before that, which was found literally at 0 seconds of prep phase, no one called as to where it was or what kind of push to take.
Oh my god, come on.
Bomb peaks happen. They do.
He's just sitting in there waiting for me. What the hell? One in the pool room?
Yeah.
No calls on location. Yeah, where it was. Pool room?
Directly above D-Rock.
So like pool room as in billiards, or pool as in like pool entrance, or pool as in like hookah since it looks onto pool. I've heard it called pool.
1, 2, 3.
I don't know.
He ran away.
So
He's still there, but he ran away. He's in the same place now. Is it?
But it's just- it's-
Just a little bit right of that.
oh god, I hate the
Ping him again if you want me to.
Yeah.
Did you
calling on pings and like giving
ran away?
like an active ping. That's okay. Like you'd be like, hey, he's on ping here, or he's to the left of it.
Ping.
A rough is okay, but relying solely on just saying, oh, I pinged him, is not a viable call out.
Running out.
So yeah, not a single drone has been used this time
Defense.
at all until I don't remember the man's name, but that we're calling the person in billiards. So not calling what's clear, not calling what they're looking at, they're not calling that they're planting, not calling for cover at all.
Oh. Fuck it, I said
Oh no! Okay, not calling that Maestro is in theater,
No good
prone.
games.
You got some hits.
Oh no, that's not a good drone. Especially droning outside objective with like just a few seconds left. It's just not good. You did not drone that out at all. Don't need it.
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
And they lost an easy plant with a 2v1 lazy drones, and no communication as to where that was.
yeah.
Granted, I'm pretty sure Good Luck got the fact that he was,
Oh,
they won
Yeah, he
that?
couldn't find it.
Awesome.
I don't think he could find
shit.
it.
We had maybe half a second.
Oh, lucky. Very, very lucky. But it's this lazy, it's the lazy droning that's really just obviously kicking them as opposed to like flanks and like you just saw Maestro just being on the floor for theater. That's really it. So yeah, I don't have much else to say other than please drone. Please call out. You know, granted, you can provide all the callouts in the world to a solo queue, or if you're forced acting, there's a solo queue. It doesn't mean you're always going to get the same back, but at least that covers your back in the sense of like, well, I gave you this information. What do you want me to do about it?
Impact over here.
But
Okay.
I don't understand it. But yeah, so need Good Luck and a Nomad would have been better to have Thatcher Twitch. Yeah, absolutely. Especially if you're taking Penthouse. That VIP wall is crucial. Crucial. Even if it's just to throw like one set of X Kairos on it and just kind of be done with it, that's another angle that they have to watch. And that's gonna make them like, okay, it makes the rotate a little bit harder to do and a little bit easier for attackers. But yeah, you can absolutely just play this game for fun. Just kind of play ranked for just being ranked. So that's okay. That's okay. I'm not saying this person wants to go comp or not. If they do, all the power to them. If they don't, that's fine. But I'm just giving my insight again as to what I notice over these VODs. And my comments on it as a person who was very interested in comp. Still am. But very different mindset, so that's okay.
Have a Blackbeard.
But better question, why not open up the wall that had Maestro on it, provide another avenue of entry to site, and get rid of the Maestro cam? That's a good question. I've seen a lot of different ways to attack this site. Sometimes I've seen a full push from bathroom. I've seen a full push from big window. I've seen it from theater wall and VIP, obviously, of course, and guitar. But there's so many different ways to attack the site. It's just I personally go for that big VIP wall. But also big window is very, very crucial as well, depending for the kind of push that you're doing. So yeah, the reload time is not also fantastic. I get it because I struggle with I fixed it quite a while ago, but I also just have that issue with reloading. I know that's just kind of like I don't know, just an instinct thing rather to do. But yeah, he didn't call either of the people that he killed or where they killed him from. He's running out, checking big window even though it's not even broken. There's no call from it. Yeah, it's a habit, and it's just, yeah, it's a habit. So I understand there's absolutely no intel being done, even with a Valk who's still alive and still on cams. Doc's not on cams, which again is extremely important. If you die, go on cams.
Yep.
No call as to where this Zofia is at all. So that's Aqua Roof. And oh no, they're all there. They're all on that site.
Seconds, so you're ready for a push.
Rush up to that window without even checking. Yeah, I mean, again, there's a Valkyrie. Valkyrie does look like she's on cams, but is not actively calling anything out, which is an issue. Also the fact that...
Oh shit! In the fucking white couch room.
So, VIP. None of them were on site at all. At all.
Yeah.
Luckily, this Sophia was also not the best droner because she could have like, okay, you know, I'm a drone site, it's a 1v4, I'm a drone site, nobody on site, do I have diffuser? I didn't see anybody else drop it, nobody else called that they dropped diffuser. Alright, plant, easy, hold that doorway or hold whatever, lock it down. You know, it's not... There was, you know, two in baggage hallway. I'm pretty sure one was in... I don't remember where that Legion was. Oh my gosh. Where's that Legion? VIP. It would have been an easy plant. I don't even think they had a rotation in sight, to be honest. Okay, so automatically seeing an issue. There are 2 hard breachers, a fuse, a gridlock, and a lion. So
Here, penthouse 4.
already an issue, as they are penthouse again, with a Mira and a Jaeger to smoke.
Blowing up all the bathroom.
I've seen Fuse played on this, which is fine. Fuse from, you know, bathroom, Fuse from big
Yeah,
window.
can I get the
If you can get it, maybe even Fuse one of the theater walls. If you get lucky enough to sneak up there with
Under the
enough
line, can I get-
intel and enough coverage to watch the flank from baggage
gotta
and
hang
from
on.
90. But
Yeah, best one.
didn't get default. Oh no, didn't get default cam at all. He got one of them. He didn't get the other one. I think this happened the first round. He was getting spotted. He didn't know where from. There's a default cam right behind him. Here, let me see if I can point it out. Hold on. Ah, right there. See? It's right in this. Like, you see his name right here. You can see my mouse kind of hovering over it. It's right below it on the left. Oof.
Best one.
That's Ruins camp. But there's 2 cams in Ruins. That's where he got spotted from last time. Opening kitchen wall. I don't know why. Why are there 3 people on big
Yeah,
window?
Maestro cam.
Oh, there's 2.
Where the fuck are they spotting me from?
This is okay. This is a huge thing. If there are now 3 people on big window. If there are 3 people on big window, please Claymore. Even if there's nobody on big window, please Claymore serve as entrance. And he has a Claymore that he hasn't used. He also didn't use his thermite charges at all last attacking round. So that's already an issue. There's no droning going on.
Just get some fuse on it first, maybe.
You should be pushing hatch from the very least, but there's so many people on big window. Yeah, I've seen people, you know, win rounds with 1 or 2 people on big window. That's fine. But
Yeah, one of them is in the VIP.
having gridlock, okay, understandable. She can cover the plant, whether it's in actual
Seriously, I have no attack.
that corner by big window or if it's behind bed. But again,
One right here.
oh no, oh no, he's going kitchen again. I'm so sorry, Rock. I don't understand the fascination with kitchen. There's nobody there. No drone at all. Cool vibes or kitchen or big window or big window.
Here's VIP.
Blue.
Guitar hallway.
Okay, so that's a good call out from the random. VIP, guitar hallway. He's looking. There's one wall that's not
Here you go,
banded.
King.
Got him.
Nice. Okay. So they won it out,
Should have had the headshot.
but yeah, they do always
Good job.
like they do wait till last minute. Time management is just not at all in their favor in this game. That Claymore could
Did
trip
nothing.
somebody up that wasn't paying attention, but
They
it's
would've
very,
gotten
very
killed.
unlikely.
Else?
I think most players prefer to put Claymores in places where they can catch a run out, or if somebody's not watching. Like, that's 99% of the time what people use Claymores for. The other 1% is normally for a diffuser. Claymores are very easy to see. Very easy to see. So that's kind of the point as to why they are used in when people run out windows or so on and so forth.
Still trying to cheat in this game.
But yeah, a rush push is not always good because you can't focus on plants. I find that a lot of issues that stem from lost games or thrown rounds is because just the mentality of kills over fusing. So that's kind of been a big issue in Siege. I feel like it's kind of gotten worse,
Red.
but kind of the rushing. Just going for kills, just kind of running around, going for kills. Which, if this is how this guy wants to play, whatever. It's fine. Play how you want to play. But it's the people that ask for help, ask for insight, and then continue to play this way with no, like, improvement? Because why are you then asking for improvement? I don't get it.
That's hatch.
As somebody that tries to play this game as tactically as I can, as in, like, in ranked, cash is cash. But
Whoa!
it's kind of annoying to see just teams just rush in and take everybody out without planning the diffuser at all in a 45-minute game. It's just, you know, of course it always depends. Sometimes these people just play so aggressively that you do have to kind of do that quick push, but most of the time when our team is pushed in the sense of like we just have to be aggressive, it's in the sense of like push, take control of site, plant, then, you know, just watch for the retake. Just deny the retake. Deny the retake.
So many footsteps.
Yeah, that's, like, changing up where you're going. If you get caught somewhere, don't go back there the second time, or third time, or fourth time, but it's not crucial.
How do you even hear me?
There was no call as to where this capital was, if he had entered in baggage, or so, again, kill cams are really important. Very important, because you just saw Blackbeard and Capito both in that hallway. Theater hallway. He sees them on cam.
Did they toggle?
Pushing.
Oh.
Both
2
sides.
in A.
Fuck cross.
Oh, that's a lucky friendly fire. But there's no,
They even killed one of them for you.
yeah, as they did not toggle.
Interesting.
Yeah, again, utility and Ella. Okay, if that was the only runner.
I'm not pulling my weight.
I don't like Kev. I don't like Kev. I'm gonna be honest. I don't like Kev. I don't see her as being a utility player. They had no, you know, deny of any walls or anything. This is like an Ella, a Valkyrie, a Jaeger, Cav. Can't remember the other one.
That time he killed 3 or 4 of us.
Frost. That's what it was. A
Right
Frost.
When I was standing still.
There's no utility in Cav. Why do you not see Cav really in Pro League? She's kind of pointless. She's kind of pointless, to be honest. Also, same with Mozzie. I don't think I've seen him catch a drone. He put it on a wall, ladies and gentlemen. It wasn't in the middle of the floor. This is an improvement already. And he's getting billiards. Okay, alright. Positives. Some positives here.
Armor up.
Some positives. People just forget to get hookah or billiards wall. Ooh, little late drone. Oof. There's no rotate. He got a drone. Let's see if he uses it. That's the point of Mozzie, right? He's got a good gun, he's fast, so on and so forth. But is he gonna... Oh! Okay. Alright. So in case he dies from... If he goes... Okay, he's going in Sunrise. That's a valuable spot for hookah roaming. Okay, I understand. Yeah, he put it on a wall where rotate is meant to be. Yeah, that's definitely not great.
Blackbeard.
That if in case he dies roaming, which is what a lot of Mozzies do, that drone provides 0 intel in hookah. So he doesn't even know that if there's anybody ruins side. Are you looking for them Kangles? Oh, that's a ping on pool entrance. Wow. 2 cams on VIP balcony, that would... Yeah. With those Valk cams, I didn't see. Was that a Valk cam that you mentioned? Or 2 cams as in like 2... like a drone and...
balcony?
Look a balcony. So, yeah, they were Valk cams. Ooh! Yeah, definitely is... The aiming has to be... Extra damage on Kangles. Valid? Oh no, not the run out. No, please. I claymore that spot every single time. Most players, if they have enough of a grasp about claymores, will claymore that spot. Almost every time. Almost. I don't know statistics, but almost every time. Sees a BB on rappel, big window. Ooh, gets him. All right, okay. That was, he had intel. He had the clearance of, okay, there's nobody outside of Sunrise. All right, he didn't look. Yeah, didn't look for Claymore or a Nomad. Again, Nomad is very viable. There are so many cams in VIP. Hasn't used a Mozzie drone at all this whole time. Oh no! Don't all push her. Don't push her. Don't push her together. No, what are you? Oh no! You had so much ammo. Oh.
Eat that shit.
Nice.
So, in that sense.
I'm nervous for a second.
I know.
In that sense, he had.
I had to be rude.
So much ammo left on the commando. That shoddy is not as good as Mira's shoddy, which is saying a lot. So relying on that to rush for a what's the word? A clutch, I guess. A 2v1 gone 1v1 with 5 seconds left on the board is not exactly viable. So definitely, as Gani said earlier, one-shot headshots, by the way. Don't aim at cankles. If you have to aim at the chest, or aim at the chest, rather, because of people being crouching goblins, that's okay. You're still gonna do a good amount of damage. This is a random stream you're watching. No, so I'm trying to do this thing every Monday, is that people send me their VODs for review. This is the second week, so this is another VOD that somebody else submitted to me.
Okay.
So these streamers have given permission to give me this content in the sense, but so that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. So what does he have with kitchen? I need to understand what the fascination is with kitchen. It's every round, please. At least if you're gonna go kitchen, drone it. It's the drone. It's the droning. Please. Kitchen's a viable hold every once in a while, but I don't know what rank he is. I guess we'll find out at the end of the game. But yeah, it's the calling out, it's the droning, it's rushing in. Didn't call out where he died from. Luckily, Jackal was on the refrag. Oh, please turn your visor off if you're Jackal and shooting at somebody, because you're just gonna get muted and blinded. It isn't good. It isn't good.
Told you got this shit.
Yeah, obviously everyone improves at their own rate. Not everybody is gonna be a pro league player in one VOD review. That's okay. As long as, like, for me personally, as long as I learn something and I know why I did mistakes, which I can normally tell about 30 seconds after,
We know where they are.
that's okay.
Found one.
But it's
Sidebar. B, I think.
you're talking about disagreeing when
Blue bar
shooting at people with the visor on. It just mutes your vision. But I mean, all the power to you, I guess. I disagree, but we'll agree to disagree. How's that? Of course, I'm not saying like any of my viewpoints are 100% like you should take these as law. It is my personal opinion as to what you're doing. Oh no.
On the left, Wheezy's behind the couch.
Where's Diffuser? Where's Jackal? He didn't call that he was in hookah. He had sight control.
How many rounds is this one gonna go?
We didn't have... Oh no. Oh no. Mutes vision? What does that mean? Oh, so like the... No, so when you get shot with the visor on, it makes kind of like that mute effect of the sense of like your vision just gets pretty like jumbled, but I wouldn't expect much with coordination at this sort of elo. Yeah. Granted, I do know a couple people that have fallen to silver in their time, but it's not really a critique about their gameplay, but talking about hacks. Hacks? That's the word you're using. Okay. And whatnot, just to push the blame away from yourself and your team. That's not gonna let you improve if you blame external factors instead of yourself. I agree. 100%. There's definitely obviously a million different ways to look at one situation where you can agree or disagree on literally anything. I could agree on something, somebody else disagrees on something. That's fine. Again, it's my personal opinion as to what I see that I would do differently and what perhaps people can work on. So okay, he's getting on cams immediately. I'll take it. That's good. That's a positive. Already using a smoke nade within about 20 seconds in the game. That's not a good use of utility. See, now, like, okay, so Jaeger, good. He's a good operator to have in this site. He called Sunrise. He used the drone and he placed it. I am so proud. I am so proud. That's awesome. That's great. Okay, so now they're actually starting to call out more, so I will take it. FMG9 is... It's not the worst gun, but it doesn't do a lot of damage that you would want it to do, and then you lose also that shotgun capability of modifying sight. So yeah, rushing after callout is not really the play unless, you know, they're on a window, repelling, they're not watching, so on and so forth. There are situations where you can, but most of the time, not so much. There's no call of VIP. Don't understand what the smoke grenade did to VIP. Smoke grenades last for roughly 15 seconds, so that already would be a great way to already start cutting off sight. Just stopping people from pushing sight, from pushing diffuser, from pushing a window.
Sorry.
They actually won. They actually won. I don't know where diffuser was or where this last person was. So it's definitely, again, you can look at it as like, oh, but we won that game. So some golds, some bronzes, and mostly silvers and ranked. So again, you won. That's great. You got elo.
At least I didn't end with 1 kill.
But is it exactly what you wanted to play? Is that game what you wanted to play? Did you want to play it like that? Most of the time the answer is no, because matchmaking's dumb. But so they did start talking a lot more in the end, which was really, really great. He actually placed Mozzie drones in viable locations. That's just my word of the day, I'm sorry. Which is really, really great. Whereas we saw in comparison a few rounds ago the VIP drone. So it's definitely something about putting more effort into the game, like Bacon's saying. It's like, okay, well, you don't want to look at it as like, oh, well, I won the game, but how much did you struggle per round? Did you throw? Were there things that you could have done? So again, it's kind of that whole like looking at it like, okay, sometimes we throw. It happens. We throw rounds and we're like, okay, but to the point where it's like the only reason we're winning is because they throw harder. Is that a good game? Are you having fun? Yeah, so again, recap, real quick, recap of things that were done well and could be better. Things that were done well. At the end, there were actually properly placed Mozzie drones. Callouts were made. There was somebody on site, and there were actual roamers holding diffuser. Supposedly diffuser, that's what they were talking about. So those are all really good things. That could be worked on is definitely callouts, 100%. Whether you have to just play a map a million times in casual or in T-Hunt to get callouts right or asking somebody for help. That's one way. Or watching a video, rather. Watching a video. Anything you can do to learn callouts, or just know the map better. Droning also kind of goes back to callouts as well. Whether if you're droning for yourself or somebody else, which is more than highly encouraged, is droning for somebody else as well. It's extremely important. It's extremely important. I had this on the last VOD review. Was on Coastline as well. Ironically enough, I'm pretty sure Hero also just pushed into kitchen without asking. Why is that the play? I don't understand. Why is that the play to just rush kitchen? If someone could please teach me why. That would actually help a lot for me understanding what this mindset is of just rushing into kitchen. Like, I'm not saying, like, please don't take this as me being like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, why? Why is kitchen just such an important location for people to, like, hold on to securely? One person with diffuser, without diffuser, with no drone, still with no drone, or half droning. But I don't understand why. Just why? Please. Kitchen is one of those sites where you have so many angles to watch against, whether it's bathroom and front door, or, you know, sunrise, or blue bar, or cool vibes, or there's a lot. So yeah. So why grab and secure kitchen if it's not site or to your site? I guess one of the only ways that I could say would be extremely viable to grab and hold kitchen would be if there was a roamer down there. So if there was a pulse, or if there was, you know, so on and so forth. If somebody was, you know, perhaps they're fighting a breach wall and trying to plant, but she gets C4'd through the floor. Yeah, that's viable. That makes sense. But why bring diffuser? Why bring yourself, not drone yourself out, or not have any intel on that? Intel and utility are huge, especially in this specific bot. Having a fuse, okay, I kind of get it, but not the best operator. You would have been better off with, like, what Bacon said was a Thatcher or Twitch if you have 2 hard breachers. I'm also fairly certain neither of those hard breachers used either of their utility. Did they? I didn't see Thermite use open any wall. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I didn't see either of them use their utility. Also, a lion. Were lions cans even used? Were they used? So, I don't think so either. So yeah, droning, callouts, utility, positioning, especially on their one hold on hookah when there were 3 people. 2 people on, they were on baggage, sorry, they were on baggage. One of them was in, I don't remember where Legion was, but, and then one was in VIP. Valkyrie, who was not. If you're gonna use Valkyrie cams, like, at least use them. Like, call them out. Even if you're not Valkyrie, call, please. Use your Valkyrie cams. But, I don't get it. I don't understand a lot of these things. And if someone could understand why, if someone could, I don't want to say justify, but could give a reason to why certain things are done in a game, I would really appreciate it. They don't necessarily have bad utility picks, but they didn't use their utility much, at least on attack. Yeah, they did have the, you know, the Jaeger, which is really great. They did have the Mute, which was also really great. The Mozzie was utilized at the end, so that's also really good. Valkyrie cams were thrown out, and just not exceptionally. Like Bacon pointed out, there was 2 of them in VIP plus a Mozzie drone. That doesn't... VIP is important, but I don't think it's that important. I don't think it's that important. So yeah, I don't get it. So yeah, if you are interested in having your VOD reviewed, please. But yeah, so DM me on Twitter or on Discord, or even just send me an email. I do check my email like every 2 hours. Call myself out on some stupid shit. And yeah, absolutely. I think everybody, if you ever have recorded yourself, if you've ever recorded yourself and you watch it back, you're like, what the fuck am I doing? You know? So You're gonna be like that. You could be Pengu, and Pengu could look over his VODs and be like, what the fuck? Like, why am I here? You know, and that's just how it is. Yeah, Pengu and KG do it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm giving the example of like people in Pro League still do that, and they could look at their own VODs and be like, why was I thinking that? Why did I think to do? All right, well, I will see you guys later. I'll let you know, and goodbye.